And hello and welcome to another Xterra video where I work on my truck. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. And on today's video I'm gonna be working on the interior of my truck. I'm gonna try to upgrade it to look more up to date and to have some improvements. And what I'm planning to do, I'm planning to upgrade my head unit. This head unit came with the truck, that's the way I bought it. It was working okay, but it's old. Let me just say it's old. The functions of it, I mean, yes, it plays music, it has radio and stuff like that, and it has a Bluetooth connection to the phone, but the functions are a little bit outdated. The screen is outdated, it's very small. I have connected my front camera to it, and the screen is very small, and the video quality I feel like could be better. So let me show you. So the buttons over here are very small. It's kind of hard sometimes to just press it. It not always responds to it, and like to skip the stroke, to press the next one, it's a little bit hard sometimes. And this is how the front facing camera looks as well. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but yeah. So I want to remove this and I want to put something else. And so after extensive research and looking around, this is the brand I decided to go with. The Eonon, and the model is Q03Pro. So I'm really looking forward to installing this unit for many reasons. It has a wireless connection, it has autoplay, it has Apple Play, it has all kind of plays. I know there's a brand names, as always there's brand names, and they're expensive, up to $1,000, but this is very budget friendly. And on top of that, it came with some free stuff. It came with a free OBDII reader, which works with this unit, so you can read some stats of your truck. It also came with a free backup camera. This is only at 720p, I believe, so it's not 1080p camera, but it's still better than nothing. And for the camera, you can always upgrade to something else, but this is free, so why not? It also has an option for a free front-facing camera, but at this time they were all out of stock, but it's okay. So let's open this up and let's see what's inside. As always, it comes with all kind of manuals, which is important. Right here we have all the cables in there. I assume it's all the cables. And here's the unit itself, and as you can see, it has this cable over here, and the reason why, because this is adjustable. Look at this unit, look at the size of the screen. And the reason why I wanted it, because this is adjustable. You can move it, tilt it, and you can move it up and down. And over here we have a slot for SD card, so you can always play music or videos of a SD card as well. I'm very excited about this. So now I'm gonna get inside, gonna remove my old unit, and we're gonna work on installing our new unit. Now let's start just disassembling all of this, removing my old head unit out, and we're gonna put the new one in. Last time I was working here, I didn't put it all the way in because I knew I'm gonna be taking it out soon, so this kind of makes it slightly easier. Now we have just one screw over here. Okay, now in my case I have to push this to the side. Okay, take this down, and now we can just gently pull this towards us. There we go. So now we can remove our old unit out. Just remove all the bolts holding it, and we can pull this out. There we go. Now I'm just gonna simply unplug all these cables over here. Gonna keep track of what we're using, what we're not, and gonna start reconnecting our new head unit in. And the old unit is out, so now I can put it in a museum. So as you can see, our new unit is actually much shorter, more compact, but that should be fine because the technology is getting better and the stuff is getting smaller, so I assume that's all fine there. And as you can see over here, this plug over here and this plug over here are identical. So basically all we have to do is just unplug this one and plug this one in there. I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. And over here we have our input for antenna and for GPS. And these plugs are all for additional stuff that we're gonna wire it up, or what we might need to wire it up. I know I need to wire up my front camera in here. Maybe I can wire up second camera, because this unit supports up to 2 cameras. That's why I chose it as well, because I want more cameras. And I'm gonna check again if I can wire up my PA system over here as well, so when I have music playing through here, it's gonna play through those speakers as well. So let's start installing this. Now in the back with all the accessories, we get our GPS antenna. We have our new microphone with a pretty long cable actually. So I have to see where I'm gonna install this. We have our main plug for all the speakers connection. So gotta look into this, how to gonna connect it properly, but hopefully following the direction it should be easy. Comes with the back of screws, and then we have 2 USB cables and more cables for accessories. We have a cable for the backup camera, another cable for the video, and more video input cables. So now I'm gonna play with this, gonna wire it up, and then I'm gonna show how it works. Now to wire this up, I actually removed the screen. It's very easy. There's just 2 little bolts holding it, and then you unplug this plug. So now we can work with this. So now I'm just doing all the connection over here, what I'm gonna use, what I'm not gonna use. I'm gonna connect this cable for the reverse camera. I'm not gonna use it because I have my own camera, but this is gonna be for my future use when I add a different camera. We're gonna use this cable, which plugs in here. This is for our Apple Play and Android Auto. And we're gonna use this wires over here, which is gonna be for the microphone and for the speakers and for the front camera input, which is gonna be over here. Gonna connect antenna over here, GPS over here, and the main plug over here, which is this one. I'm actually gonna cut off all of these cables and I'm gonna splice it through to my existing cables. Almost the same as this one, but maybe better. I don't know. So basically I'm gonna cut this all off here and here. And this is very easy, even though that these cables have labels and these cables don't, but they all color coded. As long as we put the same colors to the same cables, we're gonna be fine. These cables I'm not gonna use. I don't have a steering control, or I don't have a headlight illumination. I don't know what that's for. Much later. Now the only downside so far to this unit is it's nothing major, but on this side there is a volume controls which you cannot see when the unit is on because they are not illuminated. Now if I turn the light on, as you can see over here, the volume controls, so when the music is playing I have to kind of guess where the volume controls are. I wish on the software whenever the music is playing somewhere over here, like there is option to skip and pause and everything, there was a volume control over here, but there is none. Maybe I didn't look good enough, maybe I can use a different app for that, but in order for that I need to press over here and then I can slide the volume up and down. Much later. Alright, so I made a mistake. I did not connect this wire. I had kind of no idea what it was for illumination, but what it does, this wire is, we need to connect to power, preferably to headlights maybe, or to any source of power that is ignition on, so that way the button is going to be illuminated. So I guess that's how they designed it, to have it a separate wire for that. So now I'm gonna get a power from here. I'm just gonna go and connect to one of my fuses over there. That way the radio button is gonna be always illuminated. I don't have to turn on my headlights. So let me connect this wire real quick and I'm gonna test it if it's working or not. And as you can see guys, I got my buttons to work. They have light now. The color of the light can actually be changed. All you have to do is go to the settings, then go to the colors, and from this wheel you can change it to any color you want. Yeah, that's pretty cool I guess, but I'm gonna keep it just at the blue color. Yeah, I think that came out pretty good. So I'm actually happy that I was able to figure out that it was my mistake that I just didn't connect one wire. But now I have those buttons working and I can see them in the dark. Nice. Not gonna use that. This cable I'm gonna use eventually. This is gonna be for my additional camera. And all of these cables, like I said, gonna cut them off, splicing through these cables. Just pay attention to which colors you splice, because some of them are like, this one is purple with a black line, and this is just purple. And the black cable, the ground, I'm just gonna splice it to the ground. And that should be it. Just keep track what you have cables, what's connected, what you don't need, just put them to the side, and that should be good. So now I'm just gonna have to cut all of these cables over here. And like I said, gonna splice them to these colors. Whatever is not used over here, gonna put it to the side so it doesn't confuse us. and just splice it through. It's very easy. I just wish they didn't include this, because I don't know, it does not work. I wish these cables were just longer by itself, but it is what it is. Now I'm gonna do all of these cables over here. This is the plugs that go to my truck, and I'm gonna splice my new plug over here for the new head unit, and we're gonna be ready to rock and roll. Almost literally. Alright guys, the head unit is installed. As you can see, yes, it's obstructing the air vents a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be too much of a big of a deal, and it's not interfering with my monitor over here. And this is actually adjustable. You can tilt it different ways, and you can lift it up or bring it down. It has adjustments in the back, so that's pretty cool. So, but now let's see, let's power it up and let's see, let's hope it works. And it works. Nice. I'm pretty happy. So now I'm gonna play with it, gonna do all the adjustments, gonna change the speed, and just right away the touch is very intuitive. It's very easy to change everything. And yeah, let's see if my front facing camera is gonna be working. So let's go to auxiliary, and there you go. That's my front camera. It's much bigger of image now. I can actually see what's going on. I can see both of my front tires. That's pretty cool. So let's get out, let's go back, and the response is amazing. Actually, the response over here on my previous unit, I had to press and press on the buttons, but over here it's pretty cool. So now I'm gonna try to pair my phone with this, do some settings, and we'll see how the rest of the stuff is gonna work out. Actually, it's been a few months since I did the installation. Some video files got lost somehow, but anyways, so this is how it looks when it's all installed. It's very nice, almost like a factory over here. Nothing sticks out. There is some other units that you can buy, but the housing is gonna be sticking out and doesn't look too good. Now these air vents, actually from the inside, I put some packaging foam in there so it doesn't blow hot or cold air, so it doesn't damage the screen. So now let me put this on, and that's how the screen looks. I think it looks pretty good. And of course all the apps and everything works over here. I already installed a couple of apps, so if you go over here, I have the YouTube over here, I have the screen recorder, so that way whenever I'm on a trail or somewhere with my front facing camera, I can pull up my recording app and I can record the front footage. That way I can record as well what's going on up front for any different reasons. It also pairs with a Bluetooth. Of course, this has a CarPlay and Android Auto and Apple Play and all, like I said, all kind of play. To connect to your phone, it's very easy. You go to this app over here, which is already pre-downloaded. Press on that, wait for the connection, and that's it. You are connected to your phone. So like I said, I'm pretty happy with this installation, how this all came out. And so like I was saying, it doesn't stick out. It looks very flush, almost like a factory. I mean, yes, there's different units out there you can buy, but me personally, I like this one. And of course, this is my phone mount over here. It's all nearby, and my power cable over here. So I think that's all coming out pretty good. Like I was saying, guys, it's been a few months. We just had some snowfall over here. My truck is still covered in snow, but that's no big deal. The important thing that unit is still working after a few months, and I'm pretty happy that I bought that particular unit. It looks good and it functions good. So far it meets all my expectations. For the sound quality of the music, all the apps, the screen is very responsive, the buttons are big enough to press it, and I can download apps on it and use it as a screen for my front facing camera and record that as well. That's exactly what I wanted. As always, there is always many different options, and of course maybe there is something better out there which I don't know about it yet, but I also would like to find out what kind of head units you guys using. Just leave them in the comments. Maybe somebody's gonna read it and maybe they gonna like that more. But anyways, I'm gonna leave all the links in the descriptions to the Amazon and to their website. Sometimes they have a discounts. That's how I bought it, with a discount. they had a sale, so you just keep an eye on it and make sure you add those extra free stuff. Free stuff is always good, right? So on this note, I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. I hope you're finding them helpful, and as always, until next time, everybody, bye. But if you have any suggestions, I'll